What up, YouTube? It's Rizil back on the channel with another one, and today I'm gonna be honest with you. I found this interesting clip or interview or talk show episode of Steve Wilkos that popped up. Another interesting one, but the problem with this one is I cannot, for the life of me, find the full episode. I can't find the old episode where the issue was addressed. I can't find in this. I think they. My understanding is they went and then they came back. I haven't watched anything yet. I just saw like from the clips the way they've arranged it, and I can't find all of them together. I think maybe whoever's running the Steve Wilkos page knows that this story is shocking, and they're just trying to maximize views and revenue, off of YouTube. So today's shit, we're just gonna go through part one. I think part one and part two of mom confronts father and daughter having sex. I think it's this is post the father and daughter admitting that they had sex. I don't even know what happened. I hope Steve Wilkos replays it for all of us to see. And shit, man, more work to do.
Last year, Morgan and Brittany came on the show to let the world know that they were in love, despite the fact that they are father and daughter. This was one of the most shocking stories I've ever done. But now, only 3 weeks ago, I got a call from Brittany's mom. She wants to tell her side of the story and save her daughter from this unnatural relationship.
I did not know what was going on until I seen the show. I felt sick. I puked. I was pissed. I tried to go to their house immediately after the show. They wouldn't answer the door for me. So I went down to the police department and seen if they could arrest him for incest. And they can't because it was consensual.
You're sick. You're sick. Hey, why you sit up here and say you're the mother of the year? Why don't you tell them that you tried to kill her when she was little?
Nothing I've done.
You abandoned her. You pimped her out.
You're sleeping with your daughter. You're sleeping with your daughter.
That? You slept with every family member that has
sleeping with her.
Touch me again. Yeah, why don't you tell them that? Why don't you tell them how you do with all your kids? Why don't you tell them that they got taken away from you? How many times?
Whatever I've done.
5, 6 times?
That's right, they have. I've been clean for 2 years.
Oh, you've been clean for 2 years.
You're sleeping with your daughter. You're sleeping with your daughter.
Now she's here today and says, hey, I stopped doing drugs. I haven't been doing anything, for 2 years.
On drugs.
The point is, she's at least making an effort to stop the evil that she did. What about you? When you're saying she was doing all these horrible things to Brittany,
Where were you?
Where were you? Where were you?
She wouldn't let me see her.
Why, at age 11, you picked up the police and you called the police to protect your daughter, but now you don't have that same...
I do have that
same instinct to protect your daughter from danger. No, you're causing it to her.
She's abandoned me. She's tried to kill me and my other siblings. Okay? She's not the kind of person you think she is. Okay?
How do you know these things?
She's a manipulator. None of you know anything because you guys have never went through what I went through.
Yeah, I think the guy that's the big manipulator here is Morgan.
You guys are always against him. You guys have no reason to judge me.
Sure.
None.
Before I address the elephant in the room, which is the weirdness of this entire scenario, let me just say that, yeah, people will do that little smile that Steve Wilkos did, and everyone will be like laughing like, haha. The weirdo is saying that her mother is a manipulator and all, and maybe the drug addicts type of like story, and whatever she tried to do to her daughter is nothing compared to the daughter sleeping with the father and all, and they laugh it off like, haha, you imagining this, but family can do that to you. They can, and no matter the situation, I hope all of us do take into account other people's stories and views before believing so much in what's in your head, because they cause unnecessary arguments, and then when one side finds out they're wrong, they don't even apologize. Even after the damage is done, they all pretty much just shut up and let Hiroshima be Hiroshima. They don't mention how we bombed the fuck out of an entire city and people died. Sorry for that reference if any Japanese people are offended.
None of you guys do.
I think people do pass judgment when anybody sees any parent, no matter what the age is, when they abuse their child. We all are going to pass judgment. Nobody wants to see a child being abused.
I want you to know that I love you. And
you
all them
don't.
things you're saying ain't true. Yes, I've done a lot of bad things.
We'll see then.
Brittany, I
We'll
love
see.
you.
No, you don't.
Yes, you was in foster homes. But the things you're saying is wrong, Brittany. They're all lies.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
telling
lies.
to you. I love you.
You don't.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You don't love anyone but yourself.
God, I wish this thing was like what you call a full episode. Why did they do this? Because it's not even like the full like recording of it, man. They chopped it up, bro. Can't even react to it properly.
No matter what your feelings are, and I know that you're in this and you think there's nothing wrong, but you know this comes with a price. You know when you go back home, you're catching hell for this. You've gone through, legal problems with this. What I'm saying is, wouldn't you want somebody who's 19, 20, 21 years old, that you wouldn't have to explain yourself, that you would just be in a normal relationship, somebody that wouldn't want anything from you, being selfish, anything, that just wanted to be with you because of you? Did you ever physically abuse your daughter? She confesses to whipping you with the belt. Did you ever drug your daughter, Brittany? She said no. She told the truth. Did you ever make a child pornography video with your daughter, Brittany? She answered no. She told the truth. Did you ever trade your daughter to men for sex in exchange for drugs? She said no. She told the truth. Did you knowingly allow your daughter to be touched in a sexual manner by an older man? She answered no. She told the truth. Did you ever have any sexual relationship with a family member? She answered no. She told the truth.
Where's my dad? Where's my dad at?
Your dad's a liar. What do you want to see your dad for? He's brainwashing you, Brittany. Please. Please stay away from him. Please.
What the hell?
You don't want your dad. He lied to you, see? Do you see that?
Oh, that.
Sick ass! I was sick! I can't stand you!
I want it to end today. I don't want you to go back home with Morgan. I don't want you to be with Morgan anymore. Only because I don't want you to throw your own life away. I want you to leave the stage and tell me, at least, the very least, Steve, I'm gonna try.
Sorry.
What do you want to do with him? He's a liar. He's hurting you. He doesn't love you. Please, Brittany, it's always why I came here. It's because of you. I don't care what anybody in this world thinks about me. I'll let you say whatever you wanted to. I just come here for you. I don't want to leave without you. They're all lies that you're saying. Whatever he's saying, I think that you believe him because he said them so many times to you. He's sick.
No, I don't know what I believe.
Brittany, please, he's sick.
Leave me alone.
Fact of it is,
She's leaving with him.
she's leaving with him.
Yeah.
You did your best. She's an adult. She can do whatever she wants.
Can I tell her something?
Of course.
And whenever you're ready, I'll be there. Whenever he's not there, because he won't be there for long, she's coming to me. I guarantee it.
You have my number. As long as I'm doing this, my goal is to someday come and you're going to say, I'm done with this. One help.
Hold on, let me see something before I give my final views. Let me see, are you still having sex with your father? I see an episode of it, it says, are you still having sex with your father, man? That's kind of crazy. I see something it wants to play, but I don't want it to play. Or should I cut this, man? Because now it's like, I don't know what's happening with my YouTube. It's bugging out for some reason. Ah, here it is. Yeah. Just go to the next one because they messed up the format. We could have had this whole thing.
The most shocking story I have ever done was about a girl named Brittany who was in a sexual relationship with her biological father. And today, Brittany is back with a new update. Since the last time you were on the show, what's happened?
We had went home that night from off of the airplane and stuff, and we had gotten to an argument saying that I wasn't, I'm taking his side. The next thing I know, I'm on the floor and he has me pinned down, and then he starts to slap me and starts to choke me and stuff. And after that, I kind of just knew that this is not what I wanted, and I did.
And that physical violence against you, that's what kind of opened your eyes to what was going on?
You helped me, and so did my mom.
Do you believe that your dad was brainwashing you?
Yes. For 3 years, I couldn't talk to my family members. I couldn't talk to my mom, my brother. I couldn't.
He kept you very isolated.
Yeah, I couldn't go anywhere without him there. I couldn't even go online and try to get into contact with them. And I couldn't even have a phone. I was so stupid. I don't know why I did it. I really don't. I don't really have an explanation.
Well, I believe there is an explanation. I think it's you wanted your dad so bad in your life, and I'm not a doctor. This is just a theory.
Yeah.
And I think it's you wanted to be close to your dad, and your dad just used incredibly selfish behavior with you, just deplorable what he did to you. But it's good to see that you finally snapped out of that. And
one night they were arguing. He told her to pack her stuff and leave, and I was there. And she started packing. Then he said, "No, stop, just stay." And she went and sat on the bed. And I went up to her and I said, "Are you going to come with me or not, or do you want to stay with him?" She said she wanted to come with me, so she started packing again, and then we left.
good for you. Good for making that stop. Since we taped that show, and that was over a year ago, you haven't spoken to your mom or seen her. How come?
I thought she wouldn't let me back into her life. I pushed her away. I mean, you even seen it. I pushed her away from me.
Well, we want to help rebuild your family life, and your mom's here. Let's bring her out. You're not going to believe how happy this is to make me that you are out of that situation and that you have a chance at happiness, and I hope it continues for you. And I'm really relieved that you are out of that nightmare.
I don't think that I would be here right now, and if it wasn't for you, I really do.
Well,
And I'm so
glad I was able to help. And remember now, you have me. You can always call me if you get in a bad situation. But you have your mom now. You have a brother, and they don't want anything from you but love. But never let a man ever make you a victim again. Don't let anybody abuse you. If that happens, you turn to your mom, you turn to your brother, and if you need, you call me, and we'll make sure it stops. Okay?
Thank you so much.
That was a wild ride. That was definitely a wild ride. In terms of like stuff like this, I do know some cultures in different parts of the world. It's not just in America, like not even like in abusive like relationships or whatever. Some communities and cultures, they do have this thing where they have incest or whatever. I don't know, dudes are getting married to their mothers, I don't know, sleeping with their moms, or, you know, daughters sleeping with their fathers. If I may think about it deeply, I think it's just not this situation, because this situation is obviously manipulation and abuse, and I'll get to that. Those communities are usually very different to the norm of civilization. Like they put themselves on the outskirts of civilization. They don't really follow the norm, so they pretty much are on their own and pretty much do things freely in order to establish that they are free from whatever all of us do. Basically, it's still weird, because I remember like a year ago I had this conversation with a cousin of mine and her friend, and our friend. And I was like, people actually do this in our country, because there's parts of Kenya. I'm from Kenya. I'm here in Kenya. There's parts of Kenya where people are actually getting married to their mothers, and they're getting married to their parents. They're having sexual relations with their parents. not all of Kenya, and anyone with any discriminatory feelings relax, because we see that shit in some southern parts of America, and America is like number one, right? So let's chill on that. But yeah, man, and we had that conversation because there was this viral video of like a dude from like South America or something. I think it was Mexico. He was getting married to his mother, and I was like, how is this even happening? It's a very strange world. It's a very strange world. But in terms of this situation, it was obviously manipulation. I don't know if this father ever gets like, he even has like a healthy sex life. I don't know if he has a healthy sex life. I don't know if mentally he's well for him to be pushed to the point of, okay, I have an unhealthy sex life and an unhealthy mind. Let me just fuck what's closest to me and what is easier, what will like be easily manipulated by me. Oh, look, it's my daughter. Let me go into my daughter on some, I don't know, biblical shit. Because, hey, man, if you know the Bible, you know there's stories like this all over the Bible. And it's weird, bro. It's hella weird. That man is obviously not normal. I do say he needs help. You know, there's some people that we know, not even in just this situation, but multiple situations in life where it's obvious they need help, and they need help immediately, because you basically know that it's going to get to a point where they're going to do something where they're going to be put in jail and be forced to take help, and it won't be like an easy transition to that help. It will be rough, it will be violence, most probably, and they probably won't make it, because once you fuck up and then you go to jail, the rehabilitation mixed with the whole jail dynamic it's not really helpful to the situation. It might antagonize it, or it might kill off the person that actually needs the help. So I don't have any like extra like weird reactions to this, or like super like reactions to this, because I already know situations like this, bro. I already know, not personally. I've never met anyone who sleeps with their family members or whatever. I have never been friends or have been part of any community where this happens, but I know of these stories. I know of these stories within the country that I'm in and around the world in terms of like the internet. But that's basically been me. There's not much to really further say about that. No, like more in depth that we can go into that. It is what it is. It's face value. It's pretty much out in the open that this girl was not in the right mind. We've all seen people like this who are not in the right mind, especially like the victims where, shit, man, if I may even add, even growing up, I used to see girls like that all the time, where they were in a relationship with a guy who obviously didn't care about them, and it was very weird. And then we'd get into like a circle like with adults and all of that, when shit hit the head basically, and we were like, yo, you need help or whatever, you need to separate from this guy and that guy, you know, and the girl would just be quiet, but then she'd end up back in the same relationship and it wouldn't end well. So yeah, man, the fucked up thing about this is sometimes people have to experience something for shit to change, otherwise they won't listen to you. Hopefully when they experience it, they don't die, and they make it out in the end like this girl, and they basically have some semblance of a life afterwards. Leave your likes, comment on this, subscribe for more content, and welcome to my channel, bro. Hit the post notifications. Let's go. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you most like to view. Let's build a community over here, man. Thank you. Have a good day.
Elevated bar mode, I'm a barcode. Simple executions on the pen.